This week on Extra Point, Michigan football is back, and we've got some surprising results from rivalries that don't normally meet until week 4. We had a barn burner down to the wire in southern Indiana, and in the battle for the top spot in Ohio's Northeastern Athletic Conference proved to be one-sided. That and so much more. Let's go. Lauren Plant here inside the State Champs Sports Network studios for another hard-hitting edition of State Champs Extra Point, presented by Lawrence Technological University. There is a huge push to grow the football roster at LTU, located in Southfield, Michigan. If you think you have what it takes to play NAIA Division II level college football, recruit yourself at LTUathletics.com. We've got high school football highlights from Michigan, Ohio, and Indiana. And speaking of Michigan, week 1 with some incredible plays. They dominate this week's plays of the week. So let's start our highlights in the Wolverine State.
I'm Chuck Pellerito, and we check out some action from the Red Division. A rivalry game as the Big Reds from Chippewa Valley welcomed in the Dakota Cougars. They split last year with the Big Reds winning in the regular season, but Dakota taking the dub in the playoffs. First quarter and the Cougars came out hot. Caden Sloan calls his own number, he'll bounce it to the outside and take it all the way down to the 2. And that would set him up 2 plays later behind a big push from his O-line to find the end zone. A missed PAT puts Dakota up 6-0 after 1. In the second, Cougars would turn on the aerial attack. Zach Drosky finding Clinton Robertson on a skinny post, that puts him down to the 5. And who else but Sloan capping it off 3 plays later, Dakota feeling good, up 13. But back come the Big Reds. Ryan Schuster in shotgun. He's going to find Maddox Altamirano across the middle, and he'll do the rest. Sprint to the corner, and he'll get in from 45 yards out. Big Reds on the board, trailing 13-7. Chip not done yet. Just before the break and knocking on the door, Schuster with a give to Zion Mitchell, and he'll pound it in. Big Reds up 14-13 at the break. Cougars would score to open the third, and the Big Reds answer right back. Jack Donovan in the game on 3rd and long. He's going to hit Altamirano over the middle, slips past one tackle, and he is gone. 60-yard score. A missed point after has us tied at 20 in the 4th. And with a minute left, Cougars drive down the field but stall. Colin Kralip lighting up the 40-yarder. He'll split the uprights, putting Dakota back in front. One last chance for the Big Reds. Schuster trying to make something happen, but he's going to get picked off by the state champs Mr. Football candidate, DJ Stepney, just for insurance. He'll bring this one all the way back for the pick 6, and Dakota brings home the Superintendent's Trophy, beating Chippewa Valley 29-20, the final score.
Hey, I feel amazing. This is a dream come true. I love it. This is the best feeling in the world, especially doing it with my teammates that gave everything they got. I feel good, and I feel like you guys got it right. I feel like I'm one of the best players. I feel like I should be ranked higher, but I let my play doing the talking. That's what you can see tonight.
I'm Jason Hutton in the West Michigan area, where the game of the night turned out to be Jenison at Rockford in the OK Red. First game for Rams new head coach Brent Cummings, but it was Sam Watts making the big play. Huge hit, ball falls right in his lap. He's gone 68 yards to the end zone. Home team had a 7-3 lead. Late in the 4th quarter now, 4 minutes to go, and it's Jaden Van Dalsen for the Wildcats in from 2 yards out. Jenison has a 10-7 lead with only minutes to play, but Jackson Burkholder going to hit a 31-yard field goal in the last play of regulation. Tied at 10 and headed overtime after Jenison made a field goal on its first possession. Rockford junior quarterback Zach Ahern wants to throw left. Gonna tuck it and come all the way back to the right. It takes a dive to the pylon, and the Rams walk off with a thrilling 16-13 overtime win over Jenison.
I'm Mike Erlitis. Wayne State the site for a Saturday afternoon Catholic League matchup between the Warriors of Brother Rice taking on the hosting De La Salle Collegiate Pilots. The Pilots getting out to an early advantage in this one. Senior QB Joseph Ford on the keeper, taking this one over 50 yards for the score. They would also add a field goal on their next drive, making it 9-0 De La Salle after one. Second quarter, Brother Rice responds. QB Jake Coulter finds a wide-open Cole Lacanaria in the end zone for 6. Warriors still trailing as we head into the half, 9-6. Rice riding their momentum into the third. Coulter connects with Henry Garrity for 55 yards as the Warriors take the lead for the first time, 13-9 going into the fourth. Pilots D coming up big in the last quarter of play. Brett Stanley picks it off and takes it in for a TD. Pilots back in the lead at 16-13. We go late in the fourth. Kicker Owen Party keeping the party alive for the Warriors as he splits the uprights, sending this one to OT. Rice with the ball first, and again it's Party hitting the field goal to bring Rice up 19-16. Pilots Brady Lowe matches with a field goal of his own as we head to a second OT, all tied up at 19. De La Salle offense up first this time. Ford on the keeper for another 6. The extra point would be blocked, so Pilots up 25-19. Rice's rebuttal would come from the combo of Coulter to Lacanaria once again, tying this one up at 25 apiece. Rice just needing the extra point for the win. The snap is botched, but Rocco Milia takes it in for the 2-point conversion. Brother Rice tops De La Salle in 2 overtime sessions by a final score of 27-25.
Did you record an unbelievable touchdown, a game-winning goal, or just a proud parent moment? Then we want your clip. Upload your video to the brand new State Champs Network app so we can feature it on one of our shows and give your player, team, and school the recognition they deserve. All it takes is just a few easy clicks, and every clip that is submitted will automatically be eligible for prizes. Download the State Champs Network app today for iPhone and Android devices. Lauren Plant with you for this top 10 matchup. Bragging rights on the line for Indianapolis Cathedral and Cincinnati St. Xavier. Lower Ohio versus Hoosierland. This game lived up to the hype. Cathedral with the home field advantage. St. Xavier came into the game ranked number 2 in the state by Max Preps. A 100-mile trip up I-74, the Bombers marched off the bus and drove down the field on their first possession of the game. Junior signal caller Brogan Mackay finds junior wideout Liam Clifford on the slant. Bombers take the early 7-0 lead. Cathedral quickly retorts. Senior quarterback Nathan McCahill on the play action. He'll find fellow senior Camden Jordan. 19-yard score. The number 3 ranked Irish went for 2 and took a 1-point advantage. More from the Irish early in the second. The McCahill to Jordan connection working again to perfection. Cathedral up 15-7. Still second quarter, and things took a turn for the Bombers. Gabriel Dubois steps up and picks off McCahill. The senior has reservations for 6. Tie ball game into halftime. Third quarter, and the Irish led following a 33-yard field goal from Ben Gomez. Here, Cathedral adding more. Senior running back Jake Landon bulldozes his way into the end zone, 25-15 Irish. St. Xavier taking a ride on the comeback train, but now with the services of junior Ryan Nolan after Mackay got injured. Drops and slings to Liam Clifford, makes a man miss. Bye-bye. 43 yards to the house. Bombers trail 25-22. Time running out now. One last shot for the Bombers. Trouble with the snap. Nolan recovers. Too much green. At the end of the rainbow, Cathedral gets its pot of gold. The Irish holding off St. Xavier 25-22.
I'm Grant Pugh reporting from Terre Haute, where it's Terre Haute North hosting Bloomington North. We start this one in the third quarter, tied at 7, Cougars kicking to the Patriots. Damon Sturm scooping and picking up a big chunk of yardage. They finally bring him down after a couple of big gains. Same drive, it's Jace Russell giving it to Sturm. Might as well cap off the drive. Patriots grab the lead on a 6-yard touchdown run, 14-7. Cougars respond. Reese Lozano with a first down completion to Aaron Steinfeld, and Bloomington North is in the red zone. They capitalize on the drive here. Lozano over the middle to Aiden Steinfeld for the touchdown pass. Bloomington North gets a last-second field goal, and they beat Terre Haute North 24-21, the final.
I'm Ryan Slocum. We head to Greenwood High School for the Mid-State Conference matchup between the Woodmen and the Plainfield Red Pride. Red Pride won the last meeting 38-28, but this time they were in the Woodmen's backyard. First snap of the game, and just like that, Juan Naito III takes this one all the way 75 yards to the house. The quick score puts the Red Pride on the board 7-0. Late in the first now, Greenwood answers with a score from Gavin Rupert on the 6-yard rush. Tie ball game at 7-all. The Red Pride respond right back. Juan Naito takes the handoff. He plows his way to pay dirt on the 1-yard score. Plainfield up 14-7 after 1. This game going back and forth yet again, all tied up thanks to this 15-yard score by Ethan Hassig with 9 minutes to play in the half. The Woodmen find themselves in trouble when Noah Apgar fumbles the ball. Hunter Herbeck gonna scoop it and score it on the 48-yard return, giving Plainfield the lead. Greenwood would score before the half, but the Red Pride led it by 3, 24-21 at the break. 5 minutes to play in the third. Gavin Rupert under center this time, and the Woodman keeps it himself for the 6-yard touch. Greenwood takes a 28-24 lead. More running backs under center. This time, Cale Vanderbush in the Wildcat. 3 defenders try to take him down, but the ball crosses the plane. Touchdown, Red Pride. Each team would tack on one more score as Plainfield holds off Greenwood 38-35, your final score.
Lauren Plant's here to tell you for the best recruiting news in the tri-state area. Check out State Champs Scout Show, premiering Wednesdays across the network via social media, our website, and the State Champs Sports app. Alan True, Scott Bernstein, contributions from Matt Mowry and myself with the latest in football recruiting news and a variety of sports. The State Champs Scout Show, Wednesdays on the State Champs Sports Network. Time now to take a look at the football program at Lawrence Technological University. In 2018, college football at LTU finally made its comeback 72 years after the final snap so many decades ago. Now, 2 years later, the men are back at it, practicing for the upcoming season, which will start in the spring due to COVID-19. It's a fresh start for the Blue Devils in so many ways. A new head coach, Avant Mitchell, several new playmakers. The future is incredibly bright and grim for whomever stands in their way. LTU football is ready for kickoff. A huge push to grow the roster is on now. Scholarship opportunities are available. If you are interested in playing football at Lawrence Technological University, recruit yourself by going to the football page at LTUathletics.com.
I'm Ryan Slocum. Let's head over to a battle of unbeatens in the Northeastern Division. The Plymatooning Valley Lakers traveling to take on the Fairport Harding Skippers. First quarter, Lakers driving. Jonah Wilkerson lined up in the Wildcat. He calls his own number from the 5. He finds a hole. Lakers get on the board 6-0. PV not done yet. Senior signal caller Tyler Bean takes this one right up the gut, lowers his shoulder, and puts the Lakers up 14-0. Fairport's offense comes to life late in the second. Sophomore QB Will Fazekas delivers the dime to Ty Malone. He hauls in the diving grab, but the Skippers trail 20-7 at the break. In the third now, the Lakers working to put this one on ice. Dylan Knowles goes right side. He bullies his way in for the 7-yard touch. And in the fourth, Knowles finds pay dirt again, this time running right up the middle. Credit that one to the O-line. Great job making that hole. He'll finish it off with the 60-yard run. The Lakers go on to beat the Skippers 42-7.
I'm Chuck Pellerito, and thanks to the NFHS Network for the coverage of this Midwest Athletic Conference matchup between the visiting 2-1 Versailles Tigers and the Parkway Panthers looking for their first win. First play of the game, and the Tigers come out fierce. Jack Osborne takes the handoff right side, quick stutter step, and he's off to the races. One Panther able to catch up, but he's just able to get in the end zone. Tigers quickly up 7. Time running down in the first, and the Tigers strike again. Landon Henry finds a hole on the left side and explodes through it. He'll go 35 yards, and just like that, Versailles up 14. But they weren't done yet. Going in the air this time, Carson Bay stands in the pocket and unloads downfield to Jared DeMange. That's good for a 35-yard pitch and catch and a 21-point lead. But final seconds of the half, and the Panthers able to make some noise. Elijah Rich is going to somehow find Aiden Anderson for the 26-yard score. Parkway on the board, but trailing 21-6 at the break. And they would keep it going in the third. Inside the 5 on the opening drive, Eddie Nichols gets the call. He'll take it to the wide side of the field and score with ease, but it wouldn't be enough as the Tigers hold on to win this one by a final score 21-12.
I'm Kevin Trzynski, and we begin with a non-conference matchup between the 2-1 Dublin Scioto Irish as they hosted the Franklin Heights Falcons, looking for their first win on the season. First quarter action, and junior QB Amari Jenkins airs this one out, and Leslie Ando gets under and he goes untouched. 75 yards to kick off the scoring here. We jump now to the third. Jenkins in the air again, finds Ando on a quick slant, runs right past 4 defenders, and nobody able to keep up with the pair of juniors to put the Irish up 14-0. Still in the third after adding a 15-yard run from Ed Worthen. Jenkins goes in the air, and it's going to be Tyson Bowes. Shrieking downfield, he'll haul this one in for the 38-yard pitch and catch. The Irish offense exploded this quarter. Jenkins going to get his 5th touchdown here as Bowes has a step on his defender the whole way down for the 45-yard score. Bryson Arthur in the game for the Irish now. The sophomore just wanted in on the action too, and he gets a quick pass over to Tyson Jeffy, and he just keeps his bounce with a dive reach to find the line. As the Irish use a huge third quarter to win this one, 41-0 over Franklin Heights.
We've got 6 plays of the week, and we begin in Indiana. Dane Young is a 5'9" DB from Center Grove. Give him credit for climbing the ladder and the sweet swat. Center Grove beat North Central 47-0. Number 5 takes us to Ohio, and although Fairport Harding lost big to Pymatuning Valley, their lone score was a good one. Will Fazekas to Ty Malone, nice grab in the end zone. The next 4 come from Michigan's first weekend of football. Number 4 from Detroit Cass Tech and Detroit King, and Cass looking for revenge after an embarrassing loss a year ago. Early in the game, the sweet one-handed grab by Jameel Gardner. Fantastic concentration. Cass won 34-26. Number 3 from a team also seeking retribution following a defeat at the hands of their opponent last year, DeWitt hosting Portland, and the senior Blake Beachnell bulldozes one defender, then carries several more into the end zone. DeWitt got its payback, winning 37-3. Number 2 and the defending Division I state champs Davison welcoming in Flint Powers. Michigan Mr. Football candidate quarterback Brendan Sullivan slings it towards the end zone, and Dion Brown Jr. selling out. Cards beat Powers 48-0. And our number 1 play of the week comes from Michigan's northeastern side of the mitten, Alcona versus Rogers City. This is the final play of the game. Isaac Hine with a bomb, and Matt Newhouse comes down with it. Drop the mic. Rogers City wins in a walk-off 24-18. You need to know there are lots more highlights from this past weekend of football, including in Michigan, Detroit Cass Tech versus Detroit King, and Clarkston versus Southfield. Claremont at Fayetteville Perry in Ohio, Gibson Southern versus Southridge, and Southwood versus Wabash in Indiana, just to name a few. If you want State Champs at your game, go to the contact page at statechampsnetwork.com. If you have a clip you'd like to see on the show, load it up on our streaming app. Just search State Champs Sports. I'm Lauren Plant. We'll see you next time on State Champs Extra Point. State Champs Extra Point, presented by Lawrence Technological University and Lawrence Tech Athletics. For everything LTU, visit ltu.edu. You can recruit yourself to any of Lawrence Tech's 27 collegiate athletic teams by visiting LTUathletics.com.